This is Troy. I'm here with Lori. I'm the owner of the Renegade store, and Lori's our main buyer. We go to market often, and we always get a lot of questions about how market works and when we go to market, and also about how fashion apparel works, like even men's and ladies' shirts. So I'm gonna let Lori and I are going to discuss that a little bit and kind of give you some peek behind the scenes on how in a fashion forward Western store how it works.
Well, the best way I can explain it is we see lots and lots of new fun stuff that is considered fashion. So it kind of goes with the different seasons. So the different seasons, they come out with color stories, things that kind of all go together. And then they do it in men's, women's, kids, girls, boys. So we then have to look at that product and decide what things we can have, because I would like to buy everything. There's lots of fun stuff. He's got the checkbook. I don't get to buy what I all want. So it's just like home. You get a few things, but you don't get everything. So when we look at the new stuff, we get one time to buy it. So right now we're looking at things that are for holiday next year. So we have to make those choices, and we have to keep in mind what we've got coming throughout the whole year to be able to make those choices.
Yeah, I mean, the follow-up on that, it's kind of like we have to forecast before the end of winter and buy all of our winter stuff for next year. And so that can get challenging if we don't know, like we had a late start to the cold coming this winter.
Right.
And so then you start selling your winter outerwear late. And if you don't buy enough, so when we just got back from market in January, if we don't order by the end of this month, by the end of February, for next winter, we won't get it. So there's no opportunity if all of a sudden we think, oh, it's going to be cold in August or we're a little light, we can't go back and get more. They pretty much will take, when we see live samples, they'll pretty much take, the companies will, and if they get 10,000 units sold, they'll cut, in most cases, 10,000 units. So then they'll never make that pattern or color or style again. So it's really kind of a challenge to know where stuff is and what's going to be popular, what you're going to need, 9 to 12 months out.
So we get to see the stuff live. We might make our marks in our books that they give us, and it just kind of goes over, all the different styles, things that are available, and we mark up our books pretty well. We also let our staff go through it, because our staff hears about what our customers are asking for. So the people that are out on the sales floor that are waiting on the customers, we want to make sure that we're listening to what our customers want.
Yes, we encourage you, our customers, to tell us if you like more of something. And a lot of times we see that just by purchases. So if we're buying vests in gray and we sell through them really well, that's obviously that gray vests, at least right now, are a popular thing. So whether they'll be next year or not, that's always a challenge. But we have a hard time sometimes when it comes to weddings. So explain what you what you feel.
So like on weddings, we have jeans that we can get more of. And when you need lots of different sizes, then those are really good to special order. We also have shirts that we can get that are replenishable, so we can get them all the time. They cut them constantly. So when they do those cuts, it's really easy to be able to order those in. And so we get lots of like the solids and stuff in lots of colors and stuff, but we do need some time to get those in, because it does take a little bit.
That said, it's not endless number of colors. There's about, in the entire men's department of shirts that are non-poly cotton snap, or even if you include the traditional Western types, there's probably not more than 20 styles that we can order more of in shirts. And they're almost always solid.
Always solid, yeah.
You can't get more of them. So like if somebody liked this and wanted it for a wedding, this just has arrived, brand new, right?
Right.
And say the wedding's in August. What's your recommendation?
We would have to see if we have the sizes that they need on the sales floor. We would have to get them and buy them off the sales floor, or we would have to go to a solid blue that is as close to that as we can possibly get. Yeah. That's our options. I mean, like for instance, I can't get a cream color solid shirt right now for a wedding. It's not out there. It's not available. We keep talking about it to our vendors. We keep asking for it. Hopefully the next time we go or the next time we see them, someone will have one, but it's just not an option.
So fashion shirts too, if you think about that, so every year there's a color story, and like Lori said, so in the beginning of the men's shirts, cinches is the easy one because catalog lays out good, but there is a color story of various products. And what we're looking at in this is in August of 2025. So this is going to come in August 2025, these products. And so that's the only time we can get this. We can't get these early, and we can't get them after August.
No.
That's the window. But the negative is you think, okay, well, it's August. We can order that in July. Is that right? Can we get it in July?
Nope.
No, we can't. Unfortunately, this stuff was already ordered in November. And so what we can do sometimes outside of the solids like this is kind of, if this is a wedding, you just want to start early, basically, if you want something kind of fashiony. And you're limited to what it is. It was always very challenging to do that. But that's a lot of times customers just don't understand when they come in. I want 8 of these for my company in a size large. It's a little difficult if it's not brand new or coming out or things like that. So
and sizes. I mean, we have to try to figure out what sizes we need. So those are limited. We don't get tons of smalls or mediums or larges. We get a certain amount, and we have to project that as well. So we look at numbers, we follow our trends, and that's what we're trying to do to make the best buys.
Awesome. Thank you.